Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get your skate every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
It's a good thing, because we got to pick up from Friday. We had an unexpected sexting conversation. Jaber got a text message, and then, boy, it just went from there. Even got a photo from him, sent a little dick pic like within like 2 texts, man. He was right on it.
I mean, it got so bizarre. You're sending off a tit pic with the pump.
Yeah, and he got turned on by that, but hey, you know, I make my own sex toys.
Oh, that led into a whole different conversation, man.
Yeah.
He sent me the link to his sex toy area.
Was it Alex? Is that his name?
Zach.
Zach, yeah, okay. Zach on Singer Island was
Yes.
who it was, and we haven't gotten any updates as to who he is, but we did get one extra
Yeah, I believe we
text that happened. In fact, do you have that video that he sent of the sex toy?
I do, so just to catch everybody up, he was talking about the fuck machine. We're laughing about that, and it's pricey, but I got you. He's gonna give it to me for free, and then I said I want to try it before I buy it. And he goes, "Ha ha, I'm giving it to you, babe." And then he sends me the actual fuck machine. Do you
a video of it?
So
and now this is one that he supposedly made himself.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. So I'm gonna play it.
Oh my goodness,
That's what it sounds like.
it actually doesn't sound pleasurable at all.
And
Yeah, if you saw Borat,
it's on KVJ TV. He's got it connected to the wall right by the shitter, and it's by a trash can that it's filled to the brim with trash. It's the
That's
least
so gnarly.
sexiest setup, dude.
is that toilet paper?
It's toilet paper. So he's clearly taking mad dumps because his toilet paper's almost to the end of it.
Should you really put your fuck machine right next to your toilet?
No, it's right
No,
by the
that's so
shitter.
gnarly. That's so gnarly.
I mean, look at that thing. He's going big
Yeah,
time.
you push something else out, and then you push something right back in.
I mean, it sounds like you are drilling for oil.
It does.
Oh, Zach.
You don't
Wow.
want to confuse it.
Yeah,
Zach.
so then after that, he goes, I have it in purple and in black. And then I come back with, and this is after the drinking a little bit. So hot. I'm sorry, sweet ass. I'm in a meeting. It's hard to play, but wow, that thing is so amazeballs. And he comes back with, text me after, cutie. And you can tell he just came because I didn't hear from his punk ass the rest of the weekend. No, that's it. It ended with that. He never texted me back.
He got what he needed out of it.
Maybe he
Oh, he finished.
moved on to somebody new,
Oh,
too.
he's definitely that kind of guy. But we got him if we ever want him again. Try one little sexy ass text from me, and he'll be right back in it. I can get Zach hard like that.
And I can show you more pictures of these old-ass tits, too.
So we got this. I don't think I'm going to change my number. I want to see how far this can go.
It's amazing. So I wonder how many other girls he's like throwing that out there to. Hey, you want to come get banged right by my shitta?
It escalated quick. Now, you could argue because I called him sweet ass, and said, what are you wearing? Does that escalate the fuck machine, though?
He went fast.
He went real fast.
You didn't have time to mess around.
You wanted it, but I don't know if you wanted it that fast.
No, yeah, I wanted to, yeah.
You want to be romanced a little bit.
I'm the kind. Thank you, Virginia. Yeah, he came real quick. Pun intended.
He just had to get it out of the way.
Oh, he woke up with a raging boner,
Yeah.
with a horrible case of the hornies. He's like, oh, let me see here. I'll text
What do
this
I got?
chick.
Well, there you go. There's your update on what went down with that.
Thank you for the update.
Oh, I know people were waiting.
I'm going to leave it alone.
Okay.
I'm not going to text him back.
For now.
For now.
But
When we start,
something tells me you're going to get a wild hair one night.
when we drink on the podcast,
When we drink.
that'll be our tradition.
He'll be our drunk dial.
Yeah, Zach is the KVJ drunk dial. I love it.
Got this email saying, can you imagine what's going to happen when that guy Jaybird was sexting runs into the girl he thought he was talking to?
Oh, that's a
She's probably going to have to slap the shit out of him.
Yes, she is.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because he's thinking that...
She's going to be like, that wasn't me,
I
asshole.
love that photo you sent me of your tit. What?
Those are not my tits. They look old and full of milk. Which they were.
Yeah, no, that he was into it.
He was. He thought they were nipple clamps. It was a breast pump.
Yeah, it's like, dude, how horny are you, man?
He was seeing what he wanted to see.
Yeah.
He was in it. I think his penis was probably already out and in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh, it was. That's why he's texting 10 o'clock in the morning. Hey, what's going on? He didn't know. Whoever he was texting, he did not know her well.
No.
Yeah, I wonder how many he went through before he landed on.
Lana.
That might have been the first response he got.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Yeah.
I don't know what the other girls brought, but I can tell you right now, ours was the most fun.
I think I'd be weirded out, though, if a chick comes back with, hey, sweet ass, and what are you...
Well, he texted you, so that's the thing.
You're right.
There's no verification. There's no vetting. He texted you, so he knows it's her. There's not a doubt in his mind that he's talking to her.
Yeah, somebody wanted to see the picture that I accidentally sent him, and this is the picture I sent him of me and my face.
Kevin cropped one for you
with
your face cut out of it, but you accidentally sent the one with your full face.
I'm still working. Fuck.
Good times.
Good times. Good times. All right, I got this email from Richard checking in from Silicon Valley. Isn't that the name of the guy that is on the TV show about Silicon Valley?
It is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Said, I'm a few weeks behind on the podcast, but I just listened to a mid-January episode that had another round of Denny's Animal Noise game. Can you please put together all of these files as a download? I really want these to be my alarms and alerts on my phone. I'll gladly make a donation to Little Smiles in order to get these files.
Wow.
To have that bear growl go off during a meeting would make everyone's day.
I love it. So realistic.
Yes. That's a fun little game. Ray on here about your crematory. It says here, I was trying to call in but couldn't get through. Jason, go watch one being done. It is the coolest thing to witness. Sorry, I'm into dead bodies.
Oh.
The things that the human body does during the process is incredible. Eugh. If you want to hear more, I can give you my number.
No, I don't want to hear more.
So many people want me to do that.
You should have that person on your weird and whatever.
Yeah, no, definitely send me the email. I just thought it was pretty interesting to have an opportunity to do something weird like that. We're looking for things to do on the podcast, to go out and search for things. That was our goal for 2019, and it's pretty fucking weird if you ask me.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. She's saying, yeah, I know after listening to y'all for years that Jaybird would find this so interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I remember back when we were at Wild, I dated a girl who worked at a morgue. And she was telling me the stories. Like, you got to be a certain type of person.
Was she goth? In my head, she's goth.
She wasn't really goth. She lived down south. We didn't date very long, but yeah, she was telling me that.
She wasn't goth. She was south.
Yeah, she lived. I don't know why I told you that. She wasn't goth, but she lived down south. Because those goth girls never live south.
Yeah, they can't cross over
It's a
from
northern
Palm
thing.
Beach to.
Yeah.
But she kept really weird hours, and she's kind of a loner. Like to be alone.
She was kind of creepy, right?
I don't want to say creepy. It's awfully judgmental, but
I think it probably gets a personality type, and you're right. They're probably more introverts. If you're doing that field, you probably like it because you're with people that don't talk back.
She seemed a bit shy, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I've known guys, and I know guys that used to be like an undertaker. And just as a female, I wouldn't want to mess with all that. I just feel like, I don't know, the blood, the guts, the weird part of it, I don't know. It doesn't seem like a very feminine job for me. I just wouldn't want to get it on me.
Ever since I was a little kid, I've kind of been obsessed with death. I don't know if you guys thought about death a lot growing up. Even as a little kid, I thought about death. Did you not go through that?
No.
What happens when you die?
Not really. Not to the extent that you have.
Well, and I don't even mean that as a depressing statement. I would just contemplate what happens when you die. Why is this all going on? I mean,
I thought about Little Debbie's.
Yeah, I hear you.
That's about it.
I thought about my sticker collection.
I thought about that shit too, but then all of a sudden, oh fuck, we die.
A little trouble Jaybird.
Oh.
You've always been destined to do the Weird and Whatever podcast.
When I found out what happens to what happens to our bodies when we die, when I realized what a skeleton was, that was pretty heavy for a little Jaybird to handle. It's like, what the shit?
Wait, what?
In music class, there was this Halloween song about dancing skeletons. I'm like, hey, Mom, what are these skeletons about? She explained to me what skeletons were. I was like, what? Holy fuck.
Oh, that's true. Kids don't know.
I thought they were just like a dancing skeleton. I was legitimately curious. And then one question led to the next. Well, what do you mean you bury skeletons? And why are they skeletons? And what happens to skeletons? And why are they fucking dancing?
I'm going to be a skeleton one day?
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's exactly what happened.
Sharoni said this about the American court system. She said there's a book that's called Disorder in the American Courts, and these are actually transcripts of things that people have actually said in court word for word. An attorney said, "What was the first thing your husband said to you that morning?" The witness, "He said, 'Where am I, Kathy?'" The attorney responds, "And why did that upset you?" "Because my fucking name's Susan." The attorney asks, "What gear were you in at the moment of the impact?" The witness says, "Gucci sweats and Reeboks."
That's amazing.
The attorney asks, "Are you sexually active?" The witness responds, "No, I just lie there." That's pretty awesome. The attorney said, "What is your date of birth?" The witness, "July 18th. Attorney said, "What year?" Witness responds, "Every year."
Every year. That's awesome.
Wow. That's pretty impressive.
I love it.
Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Did you ever see that Demi Lovato clip where the interviewer is asking her what her favorite dish is? And she's asking about food. Like, what's your favorite dish? It's like, well, I like a bowl that's bigger, that can carry a lot of water. She thinks she's asking what type of
Dishes.
she likes. It's pretty funny. It reminded me of that.
Got this email from Ricardo, just to let you know. #facts from a discussion you had the other day about baseball, which is going to be coming up here. Pitchers and catchers report this Wednesday. That, yes, soccer will soon be America's third favorite spectator sport, according to Forbes magazine.
Forbes, the shit do they know?
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. And I don't know if it's necessarily commentary on baseball as it is just the American population. They say some 42 million Latin Americans want to migrate to the U.S. 5 million people from Latin America and the Caribbean say that they would like to do so within the next 12 months. So, yes, we have a large influx of Latin Americans. And it's not just a Florida thing, you know. It's kind of fascinating. You talk to people and they're like, yeah, I'm in Indiana. Really? Yeah. Because, like, my wife's family, they were in Indiana. Gary, Indiana. I guess there's a big population of Mexicans in Gary, Indiana.
You ever been to Indiana?
Yeah, I have.
Did you like it? I'm always so curious what other states are like.
It's pretty basic.
Is it?
Yeah, you get through states like Indiana, Nebraska, Iowa, and it's plains and not a lot to see. It's tough.
When you go in, do they sing that song, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana?
I don't know that song.
Oh, it's from The Music Man.
Yeah, I don't know.
One of the
musicals.
best musical scores from a musical ever.
Really? I'd have to take your word
The
for
Music Man.
Okay.
It's set in Gary, Indiana.
that. It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
There
it's
you
a great, I mean, the songs are fantastic.
Really?
What
Yes.
year was that play made? Or was it? It's a Broadway musical?
You're setting me up for a snore, aren't you?
I fucked it up. I was,
Well,
I was too smug.
he actually
You
has-
would like it because the guy goes for the librarian. She's hot. You would like it, Jay Bird.
No, you wouldn't. Don't let her lie to you.
I'm not.
He would not like that one bit. I got this email from Kara. Said, hey, I'm just kind of curious. What are the stories behind the nicknames for your spouses? Panda and the Mexican Queen, and also Denny's. Mexican Queen, I just, she's 50% Mexican, so that part, that's pretty basic. And then the Queen, she likes her finer things. She's queenly, and she likes to rule. So it just all kind of works. It fit. When we came up Mexican Queen, I was like, yeah, that kind of fits. So.
Panda was because he would send Virginia little pictures when he'd wake up and he looked like a little sleepy panda face, Kev. It was so fucking adorable. Gosh. Remember how nauseating their love was?
Yes.
Oh,
Still is.
Uh-huh. Also, it seems like Jen needs a nickname now that she's officially married into the KVJ show.
Yeah, she looked all hot at the Stars Ball.
Yeah. That's right.
Sexy.
Tall gal, too. She had those shoes on.
I know.
She was just like, yeah. Absolutely. Her and Denny's, man, look at it. Quite the trendy couple.
Denny's,
Handsome.
I like Denny's outfit. He did the Men in Black outfit. I love that.
It
Just
looked
a
good.
white T-shirt
Basic,
or a white
yeah.
button down with the black suit.
Yeah, pretty solid. Got some advice emails here today. See how we do. They all want to remain anonymous. Nobody want to come on the show.
Those are the best emails because you know it's going to be juicy.
Those are the emails we write ourselves into the show.
You wrote these?
No, I'm just kidding.
This one says, so my husband starts an argument, a marital fight, if you will, because I sent/he received a text message from me stating, quote, driving, going to my brother's. But according to him, the app or whatever he uses to track me showed I was already there at my brother's for 10 plus minutes. P.S. I know nothing about this tracking app, and when I try to ask, he just skirts around it saying that I'm lying to him about where I am and when. WTF, guys, I need some input, especially from Virginia.
So if he's gone on your phone, he can put where he shares your location, and you don't really know that you're doing it unless you click on something. So he can just pull you right up and see where you are if you're sharing locations. I know people that have put their boyfriend or their girlfriend's phone on this, and the boyfriend or girlfriend has no idea. All you have to do is go to where you text him, pull up your text app, and click on like you're about to spell something out, where it says that little I in the top. If you have an iPhone, click on that, and then you can put stop sharing my location. Mm-hmm. It'll give you the option to stop sharing your location if you have been.
So why is he saying she's lying? Because it's the timestamp's not matching up? Is that what's happening?
But sometimes the time is not right on these things. Like Magnolia will come home and she'll be there for 5 minutes, and then it'll tell me, Magnolia just arrived home.
You're absolutely right. Even stuff on Instagram, I will post and the timestamp is off because I know when I've posted. I see when I posted it, and then when I look back, it's a completely different time. Sometimes those things are wrong.
This is troubling stuff. This is troubling that you have somebody that doesn't trust you any more than that, or that would make this into an issue. And that's the thing with marriage and relationships. Pick what's important. If they haven't given you a reason, I mean, the fact that you're tracking them in the first place, it just shows that you don't trust me. If I given you a reason to not trust me, and that's what we don't get in that email, where are you with that? If you've never given a reason not to trust, then that just sounds weird and it sounds petty. And it's like going, no, I'm telling you, what does it matter if I'm 5 miles away or whatever it is?
But you're at your brother's too. Like, are we jealous of the brother?
Well,
what's going on?
You could make note of it and be like, that's weird, blah, 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 but it's not a big deal. Or you could be like going, well, I'm saying this because this is kind of a big deal that you're saying I'm already there and clearly you're not. Or you've been there for 10 minutes.
You can also make it a big deal by bringing it up, even if you're not yelling. If you constantly are asking somebody, well, what's going on with that? You don't have to yell to be annoying.
You erode your relationship super fast if you make everything an issue. You got to really pick, okay, this is important. This is something to bring up. And then on top of it, you need to bring it up the right way. If you're with somebody that's like that, and you need to let them know. Be like, going, I don't like all this kind of stuff. I don't want to be in a situation like this. You know, I have done nothing to make you not trust me.
Yeah.
So why are we at this point? Why is this happening?
Tell him that.
It doesn't help our relationship. If you care about having a great relationship, let's focus on things that add to our relationship instead of take away from it. It was a good week to bring all that kind of stuff up, just sit and talk and be like, hey, let's make our relationship better. Let's focus on that for Valentine's Day. That's what it should be. Let's not just go through this ceremonial crap of you give me flowers and candy. Let's do something that actually will help our relationship.
And we're on the same level. There is no, you're not my parent. I don't have to check in with you and okay everything by you. And then you don't have to do all that with me either. If there's trust, there's trust. If there's not, it's broken.
Yep. Somebody said, Kev, how do they know that 5 million people want to move here? Did they ask 5 million people? That's a good point. I think they asked just shy of 1,000. And so I think any of those things, I don't know how they ever get those numbers. Because, when you get an alarming number like 5 million, they just take that and be like, okay, let's
multiply.
Yeah.
If that's how they do it, I don't think that's inaccurate.
Like a lot of times, anytime you see where somebody's saying 5 million people, that has to be an estimation. That's based on a sample size that you took. And who knows what sample that was and where, and you might have been in a town or an area where people are just like, it's awful here. I don't want to stay here.
You're right. Your opinions are going to change regionally on any kind of survey.
Right.
From town to town.
About anything you're surveying.
If you went throughout South Florida, you would find areas where people are going, I'm never going to leave here. And then other people are going, I can't wait to get out.
You're
right.
right.
Depends on where you go.
That's why I don't trust a lot of those surveys because I'm like, first of all, I've never met somebody who's done a survey. Have you ever done a survey? Has anyone stopped you and said, can you survey?
One time in the mall, yeah.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. It was big in the 80s because I saw my mom get surveyed one time in the mall in the 80s.
By the fountain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was by the fountain.
Yeah, and I don't think until like the people are here and we have an accurate way of counting them, then you don't really know what it's going to be as far as people coming in. But I think the numbers, I do feel confident saying that it does seem like our population is shifting a bit, and that's not like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. Yeah, it's becoming a lot more Hispanic. It's just the way it's going. That's why I'm trying to learn Spanish. Gotta get it down, man. It's gonna be 50-50. Yeah, I see a lot of signs. Even my kid's school, there's a lot of Spanish speakers at that school. And so I'm trying to, he takes Spanish, trying to grind him and be like, learn it.
Rocco does too. Rocco takes Spanish in preschool.
That's good. They should.
He can say his whole blessing in Spanish.
That's awesome.
It's adorable.
How is the little mijo doing?
He's doing good. He's been shitting his pants a little bit, but we're working through it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Caca.
He's got a little caca in his underoos. He doesn't like to stop the fun to go poo.
Who
I
does?
get it.
Because he's playing, he's having a good time.
Yeah.
So
That's why I think little kids sometimes don't like to go shower or brush their teeth because they gotta. It's doing maintenance. That's why you always have to bring toys into the bathtub.
Right.
Does he do toys in the bathtub?
oh, so many toys.
Did you do toys in the bathtub as a kid?
I don't have any recollection. Maybe a little bit, but nothing that was major. All
Kevin
my kids
did ham
have.
sandwiches.
Were you a toy kind of playing kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
Played with the G.I. Joes and all that kind of stuff when I was a kid. Absolutely.
Nice.
Matchbox cars and
All right.
the such. Yeah.
Wow, the snacks and GI Joes. Me and Fat Kevin would have gotten along so great.
Oh, yeah. Got another email here for relationship advice. I'm going to summarize this a bit, but basically I've been dating my boyfriend for almost a year and a half now. Anytime we get into a small argument about something and I have said something mean or snappy to him, I apologize. But when he says things that he says that have offended me, he'll shut me down and say that he wasn't trying to offend me and that the way that I'm feeling is all in my head without even considering my side and trying to understand how he made me feel. He has said things in the past like I am too strongly opinionated when it comes to my beliefs and that I tend to overreact and be stubborn about things. Every time we have gotten into a debate about politics, beliefs, or just personal views on a certain subject, I always apologize for saying something that could be remotely mean or nasty. If I realize that I may have hurt his feelings, but when he does it to me, he never apologizes. I'm a full-time college student trying to get into nursing school. I have depression and suffer from high anxiety, and I'm currently going to therapy to work through it. So I know sometimes I can be a little sensitive about stuff, but I promise this isn't the case. On top of it, I work 2 jobs and have a very busy family life, so the last thing I need is to have some dumbass guy whom I love very much but still pisses me off adding more stress to my life. Suggestions. Yes.
If you're constantly arguing with the person you're with and everybody's always saying things they don't mean and hurting each other's feelings and it's just a constant state of aggravation and annoyance, this might not be the guy for you.
And some people, and I've met them, I have some people like this in my personal life where they have a tough time saying they're sorry, or they have a tough time saying, I love you. People are built different ways. My question to her would be, have you ever sat him down and said, I've noticed, I feel like you really have a tough time apologizing. Is that just something that you're not comfortable with doing? Because I notice I apologize and you don't. What's up with that? And I'd like, what would he say to that? Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Sometimes, too, maybe if you know that this topic doesn't go well when you bring it up, don't bring it up.
Yeah, what are you guys talking about politics for?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk about charged things that you know you disagree on.
And
Unless
you can't
you-
talk about well.
Well, yeah, if you argue with somebody and you enjoy the debate and it's a fun kind of a thing, argue politics. But if you're to the point where you're emailing a radio show and you're, fuck you.
And
fuck
you guys
this.
get nasty.
Yeah,
it
don't
sounds
talk
like
about-
you say hurtful things.
Oh, it doesn't sound like actually either one of you really talk to each other the right way. You probably both have areas where you can get better with how you're talking to each other. He shouldn't dismiss your feelings saying it's all in your head. It's not. It's how you feel. But at the same time, don't lead him down paths where you kind of know where this is going to go.
And she even, did she say in there that she sometimes is oversensitive and can overreact? Did she say something along those lines?
Yeah, or at least he'll accuse her of that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think everybody probably needs to be aware. Be aware of the words that you say and the attitude that you have toward the partner you're with. You know, how you're making them feel. And all you can really control in a relationship is what you say. You can't necessarily control them. All you can do is if it's just not going to work for you and you've tried to communicate your feelings to them, then you just got to get out. Got an email from Sylvia. It says, I'm a 20-year-old nanny, and I take the kids to school and listen to your show every morning. 4 days ago, I woke up with an unbearable pain in my chest, and I've been in the hospital with 2 blood clots in my left lung and 1 in my right.
Oh, my
ever since.
gosh.
Just want to say how much I miss hearing you guys and how miserable I am here. No Name Movie Game is my absolute favorite, so Sylvia, a little shout out to you. Hopefully you feel better and quickly.
Oh, yeah.
If you want, we don't pick partners anymore. I say, play with me on Friday. Well, I know we don't do that anymore. Kevin changed the rules.
I think we can make an exception for the girl in the
Yeah, I don't
hospital.
care. I mean, whatever. I just, hey, if the phones freaking work, I don't care who gives what.
Yeah,
I don't
at
care
this
what else you
point.
do. Yeah. If I can say hello and someone answers, I don't give a shit how they got there. Also, want to say a little shout out to Tina. After 30 years in South Florida, I am moving up to Central Florida in the Villages. Another retirement area of the infamous Whacked Out News, but the Young Hip area. So there you go. Okay, very nice. But, yeah, we've had Tina at a lot of events. On the Pontiki, when Lynn brought out the Jell-O shots.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah, we've seen Tina all over the place. At Sunfest, as a photo. St. Patty's Day.
She's leaving?
She's
going
going to the
up-
Villages.
Well, fuck.
Up north.
At Due South, Matthews Brewing, all those places.
I don't like
On the
this.
photos. Yeah, well,
Oh, I mean,
life
call
takes
her
you
up.
different places.
Call her up, see if you can change her mind.
All right. What's her number?
Yeah. But, you can always listen to the KVJ show.
She's always got a smile. I like seeing her.
She's awesome.
Very
Yeah.
sweet.
Absolutely. That's the kind of people we love and hate to see go.
Yeah, we like the people who are smiling, not the ones that are frowning and
I hate you. I hate your show.
Fuck
All
you
right.
guys.
Yes.
Why are you on the Pontiki then? We're going to be 2 hours face to face.
I love people who hate our show that go to our events. It's kind of a weird dynamic.
Don't let me get a little bit too much beer in my belly. I'll push your ass right off the back of the Pontiki.
Oh, Virginia will get lippy.
Yeah, just so you know, we got a big weekend coming up. Friday is the full Gorilla debut at Due South in Boynton Beach. Friday, 6 p.m. is when we're going to start that off.
It's your first chance to taste the beer, which is a 9% beer.
Yep.
And it's also your first chance to buy the full Gorilla merchandise, the shirts, the beautiful little globe beer glasses.
I'm excited to get the Naked Mile over with. I cannot wait to
Yeah.
get this off of my plate. Gosh, God, I gotta get my.
You're dreading it, but you're looking forward to
I
it.
really am dreading it. I really don't want to run
It's kind of
naked.
one of those things you just want to get over with.
Yes, I do.
I got you.
We just need to get a little bit of alcohol in you right before the run. You'll be fine.
That's a chancy move because I don't run and drink well, and if I throw up out on the treadmill, which I've done before, I'm gonna go like this, and then it's gonna be all balls, baby.
I'll come over and get you. We'll Uber down together.
She can't be anywhere near me or the treadmill. Kevin,
It'd
please.
be bad news.
Put her in
huh?
a straitjacket.
You'll be fine.
Gotta get her
She's
home.
Ubering down to get you. That means that
I'm gonna-
mama's gonna start drinking her bucket of.
I'm gonna Uber to get you. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Are we the way are we doing it? I'm not sure if you've seen the layout of how they're going to set it up there.
I have,
Are,
yeah.
Are we going to have people all around like a circle so you will see the crack?
We'll figure it out. Yeah, I got to work through the logistics. But I took some photos when I was at Due South yesterday. I did a little reconnaissance mission, just kind of like see what they were thinking about, and they kind of told me the general area. And so we'll figure out how we can make it work. We'll work on that. Yeah.
I've been practicing running with my penis and balls in my hand just to see.
Where do you do that?
In the mirror.
In the villages.
When I'm walking Chewy.
Okay, that's good. And then on Sunday, we got the Pontiki going on. It is limited spots. So if you want to jump out on a cool little party boat to the sandbar with music, beer pong, flip cup, they've got a full staff, too, the bartender and comfortable seating. TVs are there. They got a full bathroom, too, which makes it easy when you got to go pee, and you will.
Unlimited beer, unlimited wine, and food until it's gone.
That's
Plenty of it.
Yep. Just go get your ticket. $75 per person, but you'll drink and eat that. And the time you'll have will be well worth it. Pontiki.org, Pontiki.org.
Lynn is coming again with them Jell-O shots.
Okay.
She always makes it a party with those.
Okay.
So just the layers of fun will be there.
All righty. So we got a big old weekend. Make those plans right now. Lock it in Friday and Sunday. Party weekend. KVJ show. All right. Goodbye. We're out.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.